What's up, you guys? So, in my San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Hammond Collection Convention Crasher set review, I didn't compare the Buck to Rexy at all. And by the way, if you haven't seen that video already, I mean, honestly, you don't really have to. I mean, it goes on for way too long, especially the unboxing sequence. Like, I will admit, that went on for way too long. But, yeah, I will try to make this video not as long as that video, but I'll also try to, at least compare these guys a little bit, even though they're basically the same figure. But, yeah, let's just get this rolling. Before we start, I'm just gonna, like, clear the air here. Well, before we start, I'm just gonna say, yes, my original T-Rex is very janky, and she's been through a lot. This is my original one from 2022, and yeah, I think I need a new one. So yeah, I'm gonna try to compare these the best I can. This one also has been modified to have much better neck range, which we'll go over in a bit. But yeah, so let's begin. So the most notable differences in this figure are within the head and eyes. First of all, the eyes are a lot more clear on the Buck rather than the Rex. Now, they have, like, re-released the T-Rex around the time that it was released to have a more clear eye color. Well, a more clear glass eye. Which, in retrospect, it's just pieces of clear plastic with eyes painted behind them, so, yeah. But anyways, as you can see, the head sculpt is a bit different. The detail is a little bit more pronounced on this one. And also the teeth are sharper on this one, unlike the other one. And also inside the mouth, it's a lot more bloodier and detailed, while the Rex, it's just solid colors and all that stuff. And also, the teeth are a lot more blunt on this T-Rex rather than the Buck. And my Rex does not ratchet anymore, like, not compared to the Buck or anything, but like, yeah, there ain't no ratcheting action going on in there anymore. So, yeah, let's move on. Now, from onward, it's basically just the same exact body. The neck still has that very terrible range. Like, you can't pose it left or right at all. I mean, you can just barely. The only thing you can really do with it is just to make it look down. And I think the thing is supposed to, like, co-pose along with the torso, which I don't get why that's even a thing. But, yeah. Now, if you go ahead and modify your Rex a little to give it better neck range, like this, and all that good stuff, the range is still but it's a lot better than, the original range. And if you want to know how to do that, then I'd recommend watching this tutorial over on Instagram on how to fix it. But, yeah, the torso, here's where things get a little bit different here. See, the Rex's torso, it's just, okay, well, now that I'm saying that it's loose, it's no longer loose. But anyways, this joint is very loose. Like, whenever you tap it a little, it starts to lose its place. And, yeah, despite the fact that this thing has ginormous clown feet, it can hardly stand on its own because, again, this figure is very old. Well, in the grand scheme of the Hammond Collection, and I've had it since it released. And it's very hard for it to stand up because I play with this thing so much. So, yeah. Very sorry, Rexy. But, yeah, you're now inferior. And now, whenever it comes to the Buck, the torso joint, it's very tight. Like, I actually have a hard time moving this thing. It's that tight. And I am very glad that they improved that joint. I just wish that they at least improved the neck joint. And yes, while it still has that double knee joint compared to Rexy's, it looks pretty good, and it actually has smaller feet than the T-Rex. Now, whenever you actually compare them side by side, hang on. Whenever you compare them, they're just barely smaller, but small enough to look noticeably smaller. Like, it doesn't look like giant Beppy the Clown feet or something like that. The arm articulation is still the same, and it's pretty whack. For some reason, the shoulders pivot on the sides rather than, like, up and down. I don't know why they do that. The elbow range is hit or miss, and so is the fingers. And the ball joints and the tails are still about the same. They're pretty loose. Like my buck, it's a little bit tight on mine, but I have a feeling that after a little while it's gonna no longer keep its place. Now they have updated the tail a little to give it better range. Like, for example, on Rexy here, no matter what you do, it will bend, but it's usually not that noticeable at all. Like, these joints suck. And compare that to ye old buck's tail. Whammo, look at that. There's actually a little bit more resistance in this one, and the plastic I feel like is softer. So yeah, props to them for at least updating the tail to have it a little bit better range. But again, I really wish that they, prioritize with this neck and not make the neck joint a T-ball or whatever you call it. Which, honestly, I don't know why they did that in the first place. But, I mean, who knows. But anyways, that's really about it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.